you gonna earn, right? Think about it back then. I told my parents I want to be a film director. I want to make videos. Today, YouTube is such a big thing. People actually make money out of it. But back then, when I wanted to make it, my parents were completely against it. In fact, they pulled me out of university to go do engineering, which I struggled for 4 whole years to do, because that was supposedly like engineering, accounting, law, so on and so forth, right? But it's not really about a profession anyways. It's really about sense of belonging. If your kids tell you that this is what they want to do, are you willing to help them explore? Or do you shut them out? If you shut them out, they're going to feel there's no safe space. They feel they can't trust you, they can't talk to you, they can't share with you. And then they will go to other places to go do that. And if they find the right people, good. But if they find people who are giving them the wrong information, wrong things, then how? So if there's one attitude that I think, like something when you say wanting to explore with kids, how do you get to explore and open up or even do things outside of screen? I don't think it's screen or off screen. I think it's about, hey, let's explore this together. Right? There are things maybe online, it's offline, that both of you can do together. I don't know what you want, I don't know what I like either. Let's explore it together. And I think that's really the approach, that it's a whole new world now with AI and everything. Nobody knows. Even in corporate today, if I ask the managers or your staff, tell me something about your boss, nobody's going to tell me. I work in HR, by the way, so I know about company issues. Young, adult, same issues. Nobody wants to talk to anyone. The same employee, they want to talk to me about their boss, telling their boss is why they don't tell their face because it's political. I'm afraid if I tell you HR, you're going to tell my boss is going to skip me for promotion or not give me a bonus. Psychological safety in the workplace also is not good. What about at home? Are we providing that kind of environment where kids, and I think when it comes to kids, think of them as adults as well. I think kids don't like to be treated as kids.
Yes, I call it adult conversations with my children. Yeah, like you said, they are smarter than we think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Another point I want to make before I take over the floor or something. We forget about the essential of a family tree. It seems like grandparents, auntie, uncles are out of the equation. You say we need a village. I think it's still valid today. Why not let your children get to know their cousin, their auntie, uncles? Yeah. And when my children were younger, because actually one of the reasons is we become selfish. You don't invite their children, their friends to your house anymore, right? You want quick fix, you want party outside instead of at home. You don't want a potluck because it's like not gaya, not atas, You want to go to, I don't know, Kidzania or whatever. So there's lesser and lesser bonding between you and other children's parents. Lesser bonding between the children. My son doesn't want to go to his friend's birthday. Even at swimming pool, he said, I have to end up following whatever he's doing. But we want to do what we want. Nowadays people hire clowns and all that. In children's party, we have to follow the crowd. Why not have something small at home? I used to organize painting at my house. Group of few kids at the car wash, they mess up. Never mind. Like I say, go back to our kampung style. Include your left and right neighbor, auntie, uncles, cook at home. I cook a lot with my children. They are good cook nowadays. They cook for me now. I just literally shake it, they cook for me now.
Thank you. Okay, yes. Alhamdulillah, my cousin, my sister Crystal, introduce yourself.
Hello. Hi, my name is Crystal, and I work at a school. So I just wanted to offer a little bit of a school perspective. So we talk a lot about community and connection, and we really want everybody to think of the school that your children attend as part of the community. Okay, because for me, a lot of the difficulty that we have is actually we have difficulty working with parents. Okay, and I know you don't always think that this is the case, but from the school, we always have your child's best interest in mind. Okay, and we're not perfect. okay, for sure, but we are really trying our best, okay, and for a lot of us, government schools, private schools, international schools, everything, we've all been getting a lot better in the last, few decades, right? From the schooling that you remember to the schooling that we have today, things are different, things have changed, right? But we really need parents to work with us. So we have things where we we see this child has been having a lot of difficulty, doesn't socialize very well, has all these things, emotional issues, and we say, we would really think that it would be great for your child to attend counseling. Like, no, my child doesn't have a problem. My child doesn't need counseling, okay? School is a problem. It's like, we are not trying to, we're not saying your child has a problem, nothing like that, right? But the thing is that we do need you to work with us, right? And if something happens in school, parents have a tendency to get very defensive, okay? And again, we're not trying to say that your child is a problem or there's something wrong with them, but we need everybody to work together, right? And of course, schools also, we do listen to parents, we also listen to the children, we want to do that, but I really think that, for us, to me, the great tragedy, of this whole incident is that, really, we as a society have failed these children, okay? Have failed to keep the perpetrator safe, have failed to keep the victim safe, have failed, everyone, right? So it is really a multi-pronged approach, okay? And we do need to work together. We are not your enemy, you are not an enemy also. And also, I used to get defensive, when parents come and talk to me, then we also get because we always feel very attacked as well, right? But actually, we all need to be able to put, those things aside for the greater good.
Thank you for raising all the points. It's from my personal point of view,
thank you, Grace, for raising how bringing back all the external family as a community. That's why we raise a child with a village. And also Akram points out how we can explore. And there's one very important point that you're all saying is that strength-based. If you look at our society today, we always only look at weaknesses of the child and always look at them and how we want to fix them. It's like we create a frame and then we want to fix their whatever weaknesses and to fit these children into the frame. And a lot of them, especially those with special needs or certain disability, is so difficult. Sometimes we create what we think, we define the success for them. But our success might not be their success definitions. So it's like we give them a default meaning of success and keep on, some kids keep going through different kind of assessments just to find out what their weaknesses are, and then we try to give them different interventions, put them in additional tuition, put them in different enrichment class to make sure their so-called weaknesses can be improved and then fixed into the frame that we set for them. I think we have to relook at all these measures. We want to see what are their strengths and how this strength can compensate their weaknesses. I think this is more important. This not only can help to build the confidence and also build their identity. Like Akram said, once you find out he is good at Lombard thinking and that defines him, that is his success, and we encourage that and use that even though Akram is doing very well in study. But let's say other kids is not doing well academically, he already defined his success. That's his meaning of life. This is how we can help the children that fall through the crack. And from the school perspective, we do believe that teachers want to act at the best interest of the child. We always believe that. And when back then when we want to do creating a nurturing environment to improve the mental health among the adolescents, we come up with 3 modules. One is targeting the teachers, one is targeting the caregivers, another one is for peer support. I support my friends. All 3 modules is easy to target the adolescents, it's easy to target the teachers because you can find them, you can either target them through the teachers training institutes or you can target them at schools, and children are the same. But how do you target caregivers? Are our PTA active enough or not? What is the best platform for us to reach out to all these caregivers, for all these parents? We had a lot of difficulty back then when we want to carry out that.